Well, hello there, motherfuckers. And I know you're all saying, what does Brad think about Roman Reigns winning the world title? Before we even get started here, we're going to have to talk about this Roman Reigns winning the world title. You know, gotta say that, you know, I knew it was going to happen eventually, so there's no point in losing my fucking mind over it. I knew it was going to happen eventually. Just wasn't too sure when it was going to be. I thought it was going to happen at the Royal Rumble. I already knew it was going to happen at TLC. By the way, TLC, I haven't even finished watching it yet. I'll get to it eventually if it's even worth doing the review. I'll try to get it by the end of the week. Whenever I'm really stalling because it's not a very good pay per view and I just haven't completed watching it yet. It's like, it's doing something that I don't want to. It's like when you procrastinate cleaning your bathroom, you just don't fucking feel like doing it because it's unpleasant. It's like cleaning a fucking toilet. When watching a show is like cleaning a toilet, it's pretty much the same thing, and I felt the same way about this show. And I see a lot of people are saying, oh, the show was great, best Raw in a long time, and I say that's incorrect. This was not the best Raw in a long time. This wasn't even a great Raw. It was kind of still mediocre. I'll explain why. We started off with Stephanie McMahon in the ring. She says that, the crowd wants her to be ruthless. And yes, exactly. That's how the authority should have been, 2 years ago when they started it. They should have been ruthless, and now it took them this long to get it right. Stephanie and Triple H should always be heels, not these weirdo tweeners that sometimes tease the crowd with like weird tactics. You want to see a title match? No. Well, back in the day, Vince McMahon used to torment the fucking crowd. Used to say horrible things about him. That's exactly what the authority should be. They should be fucking tyrants. Aren't they the same group that, they were so horrible that it was up to John Cena to keep them away? It's exactly the fucking point. They should always be fucking ruthless. Stephanie wants Roman Reigns to come out. Roman Reigns comes out. She calls Roman a disgrace. Roman retorts and says that Stephanie and the whole family's a disgrace. And she slaps him a bunch of fucking times. Think about how awesome it would have been if back in the day, you could have had Roman Reigns spear her or something. Instead, just gets slapped, and that's about it. He doesn't even look angry about it. He's smiling. Remember when The Rock got slapped? His response was to rock bottom her. That's the wrestling response. Now it's like, oh, you got slapped. Just stand there like a fucking idiot. And I know, in real life you wouldn't be able to hit a woman back, but yeah, there's a lot of people that would. Just saying. It just looks goofy in wrestling. That I feel like there should be an action, for there should be a reaction for every action that takes place in wrestling. It being as physical a form of entertainment as it is. Roman Reigns should be allowed to, but they might lose their sponsors. Mattel might not like them. God forbid if Toys R Us stops sponsoring them. Then in the first match, you had Dean Ambrose and Dolph Ziggler. They wrestled to a no contest. It was a pretty decent match. But I can't help but feel that this match was meaningless. They throw two baby faces out there in the ring. They have a match. No story behind it. No nothing. No history between Ziggler and Ambrose. They might have tag teamed like 3 times in the past year. Kevin Owens comes to break it up. He power bombs everybody, which was all right. I quit. Also, it was too soon for Owens to lose the IC title. I kind of feel like they rushed into this. Ambrose was just losing like crazy. They didn't really have much plans for him. All he was doing was just, going around with Roman Reigns like a lost fucking puppy. Um, Kevin Owens was the better pick to keep the IC belt. And now it's like I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with him. They've been fucking him up ever since he fucking came to the main roster. Why did he come to the main roster just to get shitted on? And Kevin Owens is like, there's a mixed reaction about him. I understand he's not in the best shape, or shit like that. Well, neither was a guy like Stan Hansen. Was that guy in total fucking tip top shape? No, he wasn't at all. Was Harley Race ever in the fucking tip top shape? No, not even fucking close. So, there's my point right there. Not every single wrestler was in tip top shape. Um, and at least this guy keeps his fucking shirt on, unlike those guys I just named. And those guys are legends. And they have what you would consider ugly bodies by wrestling standards. Bo Dallas and R-Truth wrestled to, I guess, what was a no contest because Vincent Kennedy McMahon returned, which was pretty fucking awesome. McMahon came out. McMahon's voice, he sounds like he's like fucking a million years old, but he looks great at least. McMahon told them to get the hell out of his ring, which, was very, very reminiscent of back in the day when McMahon would just fucking, he would throw people out of the ring basically to cut a promo. It's not the first time it's happened. He calls out Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Vince McMahon are in the ring. Sheamus comes out on the ramp. This was really unnecessary. He starts laughing at Roman Reigns as Vince and Roman are arguing. Vince McMahon calls Roman a son of a bitch because he calls him an old man. Again, they do that stupid trick of, you guys want to see a world title match? You guys fall for that every time. They've used this ploy in the past, but it's getting fucking annoying now because they keep repeating the same joke over and over. They did used to do this back in the day, but it didn't seem as maniacal as it does now. And quite frankly, I don't want to see a world title match. If it's going to involve Roman and Sheamus, fuck that shit. McMahon kicked Roman in the fucking balls, and Roman just stands there, and he let out this like weird noise. Dude! Always something with Reigns. It's always something, I swear to God. And once again, Roman is talking about Vince McMahon's testicles, this time calling them prunes. Is this what Roman Reigns does? Does he compare people's testicles to objects, to food items? First it's tater tots, then it's prunes. How about giving the fucking testicle talk a fucking break? McMahon was allowed to talk about grapefruits because McMahon is fucking awesome. He's allowed to get a free pass. Now, here's the other thing. McMahon is 70 years old. He kicks Roman in the groin, and Roman's standing there for fucking 10 minutes hunched over. He's just standing there, like this, not even doing anything. Now, I know it hurts to get kicked in the balls, but McMahon's just standing there looking at him. I couldn't help but feel like, even after he leaves the ring, Roman should be furious. He just got fucking kicked in the balls. Is he going to run out of the ring? Is he going to attack McMahon? What the fuck is he going to do? Is he going to, be frustrated and start fucking, throwing the steel stairs over and shit like that? No, he leaves the ring calmly. The fuck? Where the hell is the reactions to the actions in this fucking show? These wrestlers don't react. Roman gets punked out twice and he does shit about it. He gets slapped in the face 15 times. He gets kicked in the balls. Are they trying to get this guy over? Or are they trying to make him look like a fucking goof? Because so far, it looks like the latter. I know he'd eventually go on to win the world title on this night, but holy shit, what the fuck are they doing to him? Fucking having him get attacked by the fucking McMahons, by a fucking woman, and by a fucking 70-year-old man. I don't even see people talking about this. Did they even notice? This was not a good look for Roman Reigns, getting kicked in the balls. And then, seriously, they might as well in real life kick him in the balls. The thing is, I don't like Roman Reigns as a wrestler. But as a human being, I'm sure he's an okay guy. So, it almost bothered me in the way that he's being treated in this fashion. I almost felt bad for him. I was like, he doesn't even deserve this on TV. He's a bad wrestler, but, come on. Don't fucking treat him like this. If you're going to build him up, at least make him look strong. Then they had Rusev and Del Rio defeating Swagger and Ryback. What a boring fucking tag match this was. A horrible fucking match. I'm going to say it right now. It was boring as shit. This fucking League of Nations bullshit is just, it's tiresome. It's not doing anything. They're not dominant. They're boring. And they're just throwing Swagger back out there, which looks cheap as fuck. He's on main event one week. He's not good enough to be on the show. All of a sudden, people get injured and Swagger's back on TV. Wonder why. Then Neville defeated Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze has already been, devalued to the level of meaningless jobber. Once again, another guy brought from up to the main roster, and you're just gonna fucking shit all over him. The Miz is at ringside. He's got a megaphone, and he's trying to give Neville some advice. The whole storyline about Neville not having any personality is just, that's their fucking fault. I hate when they do this in wrestling, and they did this with like Landstorm in the past, when they actually admit that the guy is boring and has no personality. If you know that he's boring and he has no personality, I don't think it's a good idea to fucking emphasize it on the fucking show. Behind the scenes, fix that shit. Don't fix it on air, you fucking goofballs. You're actually admitting that you're going to put a boring fuck out there. Now, Neville has got talent. Has he got personality? No, he doesn't. They're 100% right about that. But it's not a good idea to admit that you're bad on TV. I said this for fucking years. They've been doing this for a long time in the PG era. They're admitting when promos are bad. They're admitting when segments are bad. The whole idea of a fucking announcer. Michael Cole should be sitting there putting these guys over, not tearing them down. Why are they out there tearing people down? They shouldn't be tearing them down. They should be building them up. You don't tear down your own fucking talent, you fucking idiots. That's not how you do it. You don't tear down fucking wrestlers, you fucking morons. That's not how you go about building new characters and shit. This ain't fucking brain fucking surgery. If there's a boring episode of The Walking Dead, did they get on The Talking Dead and say, oh, that episode was they need to improve on. It's all no. They talk about it as positive as they can to get the episode over and explain to you why you should like it, not why you shouldn't like it and why you should be skeptical. That's why you're losing viewers. Are they purposely trying to lose viewers by waking them up? Oh, we've got boring characters with no storylines. Fuck you! You don't even have confidence in your own product. Why should I have any confidence? Why am I watching this shit? Then the Wyatts defeated Team ECW in a hardcore Extreme Rules match, whatever. Uh, you know, Tommy Dreamer does a Death Valley driver off the stage through like a couple of tables. That looked like the end to me. He doesn't even cover him. I thought that was the end of the match, guys. How are you not going to cover somebody after a huge move like that? Unless, I mean, I'm pretty sure pinfalls count in an Extreme Rules match outside the ring, unless they conveniently change the rules for this match. I don't know. Maybe there's not. But there was like a lot. There's a 3D through the table, and then it just ends with a boring splash through the table with Eric Rowan. It was an okay match, but the thing is, I've seen better matches with Crash Holly and the Mean Street Posse. That's the thing. It was a decent hardcore match, but like I've seen better throwaway hardcore matches during the Attitude Era with Steve Blackman and shit. I mean, that's just the fucking fact of the matter, guys. You know, they can't do anything good. They're not they're not motivated enough to do it. And I am fucking sick and tired of ECW being paraded out there on TV. It's enough already. Exactly when Michael Cole says, "Hey guys, it ain't 1997. Don't adjust your sets." Exactly. A nearly 2-decade-old fucking roster here on the ECW side is wrestling. And I don't know. And to me, again, it sounds like they're knocking it. Guys, look at our fucking outdated fucking roster. Look at us. Exactly. Then New Day came out to cut a promo. This was the most boring fucking promo I've seen in my fucking life. No exaggeration, even. New Day calls out the Lucha Dragons and the Usos. They praise the Usos and they praise the Lucha Dragons. Then they leave the ring, and then they say that they were the best team last night. They said they tried to put over a match. They were patting themselves on the back for a great match. It was a good match at the pay-per-view. Like, I don't know, I give it like 3.5 stars for effort, but it wasn't the greatest match of all time. That was no TLC from SummerSlam or WrestleMania 17. Not even fucking close. Don't even try to say that was one of the best matches to change the tag team landscape. I mean, they're not even getting approval from the fans like they did with the TLC match. It's just like, oh, this match is good, guys. This is the one that shows that we got the tag division over. Your tag division isn't over, motherfuckers, just because you say that it is. No one's going to buy that fucking shit because no one's watching. Look at the fucking ratings. Does that look like your tag division is over? No, it's one of the reasons why people are tuning out, because it's boring. It's more boring fucking shit that no one cares about. You didn't even build the match properly at the pay-per-view. So go fuck yourselves if you think that was, a revolution. Oh, it's a Divas Revolution because we said so. It ain't fucking shit. That's horse fucking shit. You ain't revolutionizing anything. You're just having a match and saying it's revolutionary. You're slapping a label on it. You slap this fucking middle finger up your fucking ass. Call that revolutionary. There it is. Revolutionary. There. Charlotte and Becky defeated Alicia Fox and Brie Bella. Okay, this was boring as shit. And did Ric Flair just trip Alicia Fox? Did a man just actually attack a woman somewhat on the show? Haven't seen that in quite some time. But it was just a trip, so I ain't going to lose my mind over it. But, Charlotte is a heel. I don't get it. Charlotte is a heel. She was feuding with Paige. Now Paige is nowhere to be seen tonight. I don't know. I guess they're just moving on to Becky. What the fuck ever. And, Ric Flair is out there, but it's almost like he's not even out there because he doesn't even fucking matter. What a fucking waste. He's just out there as a prop, basically. He's adding nothing to it. Ric Flair just looks like he has nothing better to do. Then in the main event, it was Roman Reigns defeating Sheamus for the world title. What a boring fucking match this was. And it was a result that, I didn't really expect it. It was either Roman Reigns would get fired if he lost or he would win the world title. And he won the world title. And, people didn't even fucking give a shit. Once again, it was like the Survivor Series reaction. No one fucking cares. This is not going to fucking change your ratings. You're going to have the same ratings that you would have had if Sheamus kept the belt. And I bet WWE is pretty proud of themselves. McMahon probably thinks they did a great job just because McMahon was there and Roman Reigns won the world title finally. And he kept it more than 5 minutes and 15 seconds. No, I am sorry, but this show still fucking sucked cock. It doesn't matter if you have McMahon there and he cuts a fucking 5-minute promo. That doesn't matter at all. Everything else still fucking sucked. And Roman Reigns is not going to be a good world champion. He's not. The guy is fucking lame as shit on the mic. He's shitty in the ring. He has shitty ass matches, shitty ass promos, shitty ass everything. That ain't going to change. That ain't going to up ratings. What the hell is that going to fucking do? All he does is has a fucking belt. You might as well have the belt all this time because the focus is on Roman Reigns anyway. And he looks like and they make him look like an idiot half the time. Getting slapped, not even reacting. Kicked in the balls, doesn't do anything about it. Just getting fucking kicked around. They have him beat the shit out of Triple H one night. And then they have a woman beat his ass. And then an old man kick him in the fucking dick. I mean, where the fuck does it end? It's like up and down. I don't understand. Like, is he supposed to look strong? Is he supposed to look weak? I mean, I don't know. Is he supposed to look like a retard? Because he does that anyway. I can't say that, that this is, like, I'm not going to react so strongly to it because I knew it was going to happen. And now that it's happened, this is going to fucking suck. Roman Reigns is the world champion. Just seeing him with that belt, he's going to come out there with that stupid smile on his face. I don't know. And guys, I also, before I want to go, I also want to say something about TLC. TLC was a boring fucking pay-per-view. And there's something else that I want to talk about. And also that also relates to Raw. If a match is dangerous, like the EC, I'll keep the TLC stuff to my review for the TLC pay-per-view itself. But we're talking about the ECW. So this is hardcore. There's Death Valley drivers off the ramp through tables and shit like that. Why is Michael Cole and JBL like laughing through the whole thing? This is hardcore, guys. This is old school. Back in the day, excuse me, JR used to be fucking going, God almighty, they're putting their lives on the line, making it like super serious, and like you're like, oh shit, people are getting fucked up and shortening their careers. Now it's like these guys are having a good time. The fuck? You're devaluing your product. You're laughing about everything, Michael Cole. Oh. What's so funny? I forgot to mention that, but it's like they're going up there and doing fucking stand-up. Michael Cole is laughing his fucking ass off like a fucking lunatic. They're getting driven through tables. They're getting beaten down with weapons. And Michael Cole is laughing like a fucking sadist. Holy fucking shit. What a fucking shitty ass show. Roman Reigns is the fucking champion. Fucking shitty ass fucking promos. Promoting tag divisions that suck dick. Boring ass matches. What the, shitty ass fucking show. I hope this show gets a fucking low ass rating because that's exactly what it deserves. I don't care if McMahon's there. It was cool to see McMahon, but the show still fucking sucked dick. Alright? Alright.